What's up guys? Today we want to talk about fear and how we can defeat it, how we can overcome fear when it comes to skating. So for this video we will have some guests, very important guests from the skateboarding community who have had to face fear and defeat it to become what they are right now. Very bold people who really know how to do gnarly stuff. People who really know how to overcome fear. So let's get into this video and let's defeat fear. When it comes to talking about the fear that we all feel when we are about to try a scary trick or a scary stunt, we can say that one of the things that produces us that fear the most is thinking too much about the bad consequences that we can have when trying the stunt. So there are always gonna be risks, but we trust our skills, right? So right now let's hear what Beanie Imperati, a skinny Beanie, a very gnarly stunt man, has to say about fear and how we should go for a stunt.
Hi, I'm Skinny Vinny, and I'm about to get hit by a giant ass ball.
Oh man, sometimes I don't even think. Sometimes it gets too dangerous to think about it.
Yeah.
It really comes down to, and I learned this from Steve-O. Steve-O said, you just got to go 1, 2, 3, go. It really just comes down to 1, 2, 3, go. And I go into a stunt like thinking, okay, if I land this, if I actually make it, hit the ramp and fly into the pond, that's a funny clip. But if I don't make it, that's an even better clip.
Yes.
A skinny Beanie got a point, and it is that let's don't think too much about what could go wrong, and instead let's go for everything always. 1, 2, 3, go, and that's it. But before going for everything, before going for the 1, 2, 3, go, we must trust ourselves, we must trust our skills. Then we need to be honest with ourselves and know if we are able to do the trick. Do we have the skills that it takes to land that gnarly trick that we have in our minds? Let's hear what Mother Saps, a very gnarly skater from Latvia, has to say about overcoming the fear in the interview that we had with him for the Shit podcast.
Don't lie to yourself. Only do tricks that you know that you're gonna land. Just cruise, chill, skate, do some tricks, and then maybe try something that's scary. But you already like just cruising, you know, just skate. But don't go way ahead of yourself. First of all, you gotta just skate and do what feels right, you know. Don't just jump into the pit of doom.
Yeah, Mother said something very important, and it is that let's don't lie to ourselves when it comes to trying gnarly stuff. We know exactly what we are able to do and we know what we don't, right? Therefore, if we're gonna try gnarly stuff, it is because we trust the trick, maybe because we have done it a lot of times before. But right now, let's hear what Jordan Maxam, another very gnarly skater, had to say about fear and how to defeat it in the Shit podcast that we had with him.
So you always are starting out with some base of you know what you're doing. Like if I'm gonna do a trick on a big rail, this isn't my first time doing that. I've done this trick countless amounts of times at the skate park first. There's always something in the back of your head that you can tell yourself, okay, this is just like when I did it at the skate park last week. It's just like that. I'm doing the exact same thing, I'm just in a different place. It's the same trick. You tell yourself, I know what I'm doing. I've done this before.
Okay.
I can do this. So that helps a lot. So I think it really helps to go practice your tricks. Practice them at the skate park. Do them every day, all day. Even if you're getting sick of the trick and you're like, oh, I do that trick too much. You never do it too much. You're just preparing yourself for the time where you're gonna do it on something very gnarly.
Yeah, very nice advice from Jordan Maxam. This is definitely about keeping improving our skills all the time, and in this way getting the confidence that it takes to start trying gnarly stuff with less fear. At the end of the day, we gotta understand that the enemy is not the obstacle. The real enemy is the fear that we feel to overcome that obstacle. And in this way, what we need to attack, what we need to overcome is not the obstacle, but the fear, if you know what I mean. Anyway, what do you think about this topic? What do you think about fear, and what is your own strategy to defeat it? Let us know in the comments down below. Remember to like and subscribe, and right now let's go skate safe.